The thing that's strange about Cocoa Puff commercials is that Sonny the Cuckoo Bird isn't trying to get the cereal, he's actively trying to avoid it.
How do I escape the great taste of Cocoa Puffs?
What if I told you that beneath the surface of these colorful cereal advertisements is one of the most dark and complex underlying narratives I have ever seen in a piece of media? A hidden story of addiction, war, betrayal, and a massive conspiracy about the world Sonny lives in that no one has discovered before today. I promise you that after this, you will never be able to watch a Cocoa Puff commercial the same way again. This is the Cocoa Puffs Conspiracy. The entire bird world seems to run on Cocoa Puffs. All the grocery stores sell are Cocoa Puffs. If you go to the opera, they're singing about Cocoa Puffs.
A story of this box right here.
Cocoa Puffs!
Even the media seems to be run by Cocoa Puffs.
Extra, extra, new chocolatey vanilla Cocoa Puffs combo cereal!
So obviously, this is a very difficult place for someone trying to beat a Cocoa Puff addiction.
When chocolatey and vanilla E combine, there's no escape.
Two massive Cocoa Puffs in the sky crash into each other and begin raining down Cocoa Puffs all over the city. The people start screaming and running for their lives as the entire city is consumed by chocolate and vanilla.
Don't go cuckoo! Don't go cuckoo!
But after Sonny goes cuckoo, we cut back and see that everyone is now enjoying the cereal.
New chocolatey vanilla Cocoa Puffs combos, part of this good breakfast!
Now in bowls everywhere.
Something has changed. This is not a world where everyone has always loved Cocoa Puffs. I think that this is a world that has been taken over.
Long before the current generations walked these lands, there was an event that changed the course of history. This took place in Hyperborea long ago, but not as distant as the official history books claim about humanity walking the known continents.
Cocoa Puffs experiment. How long does it take Sonny to go cuckoo for?
Cocoa Puffs?
Immediately, this commercial looks and feels very different than the others. Instead of a bird city, we're inside of a very advanced looking laboratory where Sonny is apparently being experimented on with Cocoa Puffs.
Begin countdown now.
So chocolatey! I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs! Cocoa Puffs!
As expected, Sonny goes cuckoo and destroys the lab, but in the final moments of the commercial, we pull back to see who's really running the show. Humans. Humans are the ones behind this experiment.
They're gods, and then they're human beings.
This world that we thought was only inhabited by intelligent bird people also has humans in it. And now, with this context, we can finally start to put all the pieces together.
There's 5 levels of human beings. You got the Caucasians, Asians, Arabs, Mexicans, and Dravidians. 5, right?
So here is my theory. This is a world where advanced intelligent humans and bird people separately coexist as global superpowers. And I believe humans are the ones who created the Cocoa Puffs. I think we can assume this because we can see humans are running a lab that is clearly making and testing Cocoa Puffs. We can even see the chemical structure for Cocoa Puffs on the monitor. So that means that humans are responsible for giving Cocoa Puffs to bird society. And clearly, their intentions are far beyond just diplomatic trade. Remember what they were testing for.
How long does it take Sonny to go cuckoo for?
Cocoa Puffs?
How long does it take Sonny to go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? They are specifically testing how addictive the cereal is, meaning humans are intentionally trying to create the most addictive product they can. These commercials are telling the story of this global Cocoa Puffs war, but I think they're telling it out of order.
We don't even know when the contemporary era ended. It's a guess. It's my best guess. I don't know. I could be wrong. It could be the 100-year reset. Heck, it could be a total reset every 5 minutes for all we know. Or it could be on a much longer timeline. We don't have any idea. What's the actual time that each era consists of? How frequent do these resets happen? Do they happen every 1,000 years, every 100 years, every 10,000 years, every 25,000 years? Of course, that's if a year is what we think of it as, right?
And this lab commercial is at the start of the timeline, showing us the creation of Cocoa Puffs. The humans use Sunny as a guinea pig to create an extremely addictive cereal, and they even made him the mascot on the box to help sell it to other birds.
All aboard for the Cocoa Puffs train.
In the kid's home, we can see a cage holding a bird. From the very start, Sunny has always been a prisoner to humans. And even the 70s commercials show us that it was humans who first got Sunny addicted.
I don't know if you can think of a people who were more held back, more deprived, more sabotaged.
Puff, Cocoa Puff, chocolate tasting Cocoa Puff, munchy, crunchy, chocolatey.
Let me ask you this. Why did they choose to make the mascot of their cereal a cuckoo bird? Sure, it's partially because cuckoo sounds like cuckoo, but I think there's a deeper reason. What are cuckoo birds? They're brood parasites. Instead of raising their young, they secretly lay their eggs into the nest of other bird species, and once the baby cuckoo hatches, they proceed to kill the other birds and take over the nest from within.
The cuckoo chick instinctively pushes out any other eggs in the nest.
They are literally the sleeper agents of birds. This is exactly what's happening in these commercials. Humans secretly inserted Sunny into bird society, and he took it over from within, just like a cuckoo bird. And the humans didn't just randomly insert Sunny into any old nest. Take a look at the commercial where we see Sunny's grandpa's house.
I keep Shelly from going cuckoo. I'm gonna hide Cocoa Puffs in this room. Perhaps?
They're in a hallway full of what I assume are family photos. And if you look closely, you can see a picture of the main military bird. The humans inserted Sunny into a family with a high-ranking military officer, which allowed Sunny to use that connection to get into the military headquarters and perform the coup. Why? Because more than anyone else, Sunny knows the truth about this world. He knows all the horrible things humans have done to bird society. I think Sunny's grandpa is working for the humans. Sunny is the mascot for Cocoa Puffs, and if humans are going to continue to use Cocoa Puffs to control bird society, then they can't have the mascot on the box actively trying to avoid and discredit the cereal.
By refusing to present certain information and by influencing people to dismiss, to dissuade them from looking into certain information because they're telling you that it's unimportant or unnecessary to consider, many modern institutions like media, like so-called education institutions, are seeking to actually control human perceptions, or let's call it outright what it really is, to control the mind.
Why is Gramps Sunny's only parental figure? Where are Sunny's parents? Like, even if Sunny was a brood parasite inserted into this family, he'd still have parents before grandparents, right? It feels like someone's missing. This may seem like a pointless question to ask for how little backstory we're given about these characters, but there is actually a single insane hidden detail in one of these commercials that unlocks one final damning part to this theory. Remember those family photos that had the military guy in them? If you look closely, the hallway is full of different bird people, all with boxes of Cocoa Puffs, except for one photo that shows a female bird all by herself. And it's the only photo with no Cocoa Puffs. It's a really weird detail to include, but what's even stranger is that when Sunny is about to open the door to release the Cocoa Puffs, the photo changes to show the woman is afraid for Sunny. Sure, maybe this was just supposed to be a cartoony way to emphasize the danger, but then why is she the only photo that changes? The birds in the photo right next to her are completely indifferent to Sunny's struggle. This feels like the animators are intentionally trying to tell us something about specifically this female bird that we've never seen before. And trust me, I've checked. She doesn't show up in the background of any of the other commercials. So here is the final part of my theory. I think this is Sunny's mother. Maybe his real mother, or maybe his adopted mother from the whole brood parasite thing. Just like Sunny, she was clearly aware of the dangers of Cocoa Puffs and wanted to avoid them. But unlike everyone else, why don't we see her in any of these commercials? I think it's because she tried to protect her son from the dangers of Cocoa Puffs, and the humans who needed Sunny for their plans murdered her because of it. These Cocoa Puff commercials are not just a bunch of funny little cartoons designed to sell cereal to kids. They are a complex, interconnected story about the horrors of war, addiction, family betrayal, and murder. And if after all of this, you still have the fucking balls to leave a comment saying, "Oh, Alex, I think they're just cereal commercials, you're overthinking this," then let me ask you this. Why did they decide to make the characters in these commercials birds? Birds can't eat chocolate. Chocolate is poisonous to birds. The entire bird world is slowly being poisoned by Cocoa Puffs so that humans are the only dominant species on this planet. Or maybe they're just cereal commercials, I don't know.
Stop eating fucked up foods.
Here's something you may not want to hear first thing in the morning. Your kids could be eating too many vitamins in their cereal.
The Environmental Working Group finds that nearly half of young children eat potentially harmful amounts of fortified cereals and snack bars. None of his proposed changes address this issue of overconsumption of fortified micronutrients.